All right, welcome, peace, love, and justice, everyone. You know who this is. It's me, Jose Alfredo Ra. So, this video today is going to be a how to begin your personal journey, right, with tarot. So, the reason for this video is because it has now been, let's see, I started my personal journey around November of 2019, right? So basically it's about 2 years now. And I feel like I have come to a point in my journey with tarot that I can now make a video and share my experience, right? So that way someone who's watching this can utilize, right? What I'm going to share and be able to start their own personal journey, right? So let's see. I would say for anyone who's interested, right, in wanting to start their journey in using their intuition to connect with the tarot, because remember, the tarot is a divination tool, right? That you are using as a form to connect to your higher self, to connect to your own intuition, to connect to your ancestors, guides, deities, right? Gods, goddesses, and energy, basically, right? So my question would be, right, what is your reason for wanting to learn and utilize the tarot, right? So for me personally, I felt like since I was a child, I always was intrigued, interested, and felt very drawn to mystic arts, to the occult, to anything considered like witchcraft, spiritualism, gods and goddesses, and even a little sci-fi, because, you know, like Marvel, X-Men, superheroes, that kind of ties into it. So yeah, that was a little bit of my motivation. Plus, for me, it was a way for me to try to like figure out how to live my day-to-day, kind of like get some guidance, right? That wasn't going to come from an outside source. Okay, so I bet another question would be like, how do I start, right? Like, what is the first tarot deck to get? So, for me, I'll show you. This is the Fairy Tarot cards by Radley Valentine, right? So, I'm going to just put that right here, but I'm going to show you. Let's get that right there. Well, I don't mind. Boom, there we go, right? This is the back. So, how I connected with this deck. First of all, I love fairies even since like my youth. I loved movies like Legend, right? And you definitely know that in Legend they had earth fairies there, right? Also, I connected with this deck because of the colors that was used in here. So I like purple, greens, variations of blues and greens, right? I also love the energy of the fairies because fairies are tapped into their elemental spirits, right? So fairies are tapped into earth, air, fire, and water. So that was the second reason why I chose the Fairy Tarot. The artwork, again, another reason why your first tarot deck, you're going to connect with it. It's going to be based on color. It's going to be based on the type of energy. Like this is fairy energy. It's going to be connected to the artwork, right? Because in the artwork, though that the tarot, each card has traditional meanings, but as an intuitive, right, you're going to look at the artwork and you're going to utilize the artwork to see what other messages come through for you, right? So let me show you. There we go. and let me just show you a card. So I'll just pull the first card out. Seven of Autumn, right? So look at this artwork. So Seven of Autumn, right? Autumn. This is considered the Pentacles deck, right? Which is the earth sign. And you see the fairy there with his wings. Let's see if I can get another color. Okay, so this is like a major arcana. This is the World, right? 21, and look at that fairy. Mind you, look at the outfit. Get into it. The fairy's wearing a corset, some high hooker boots, or dancing boots, I should say. So, yeah, the artwork is pretty beautiful. But as you can see, there's stars all around, right? The world's opening up. You see that this fairy has like two magical wands that are glimmering and shimmering. You see there's other fairies around them, right? So there's other messages there. And just to say right now, by pulling these two cards, with the Seven of Autumn, which is the Seven of Pentacles, this is being patient and continuing to nurture, right? The soil, the goals that you have, right? Because they will manifest soon. It's at a 7. And once they manifest, this is going to catapult you to the world, which means it's going to open up the stage in your life. It's going to open up a new chapter, a new arena. So that was just a quick two-card pull, right, for this video here. So yeah, the artwork, the color, the energy, right? And I also went in person. I wanted a deck. There was a certain day and it was just like, I need a deck. I'm ready. And there we go. So I did not want to order it online and wait for it. So I went in person and I went to a metaphysical shop, Namaste, right, in New York City, around 14th Street, Union Square. And then I went there in person and I looked. I saw the varieties they had there. And this was the deck that called out to me, right? Let's see next. What were some of my first questions? So, what I did in the beginning was I would write down questions. So what I did was I actually got a book, and this is actually the book, right? This is a plain notebook. And in this notebook, what I did was I started writing down around in December. So I would log the day, right? December 21st, if you can see here. And then I would pull a card and I would write it down. So I would journal my card pulls, right? If I was just pulling one card for the moment, or if I was pulling up to 3 cards, I would log them down. I would look up the meaning of the traditional meaning. And then I would sit and like think, right? On why did this card come up for me? Why did this message come up for me? I also would take pictures. So not only did I get a journal book, right? Specifically for my tarot spreads, to keep track of them and to check on the messages. I also made a photo album in my phone specifically for that. So that way I had another reference and it was easier to like go back, look at my notes, and then also look at the imagery. You can ask questions about anything you want in your life, honestly, because you're seeking guidance, right? But this is seeking inner guidance through your intuition. You're basically trying to tap into that inner high priestess, which is this number 2 card, right, in the major arcana. So you can ask questions about work related, depending on what you're going through. You can ask questions about what's happening, like with family situations. You can ask questions of what's happening with work situations. You understand? You also can just ask questions about how you're feeling, right? And how can you come to a better understanding of the feelings that you're having, right? So definitely create your own method. Like some days in the beginning, I would pull 1 card. Sometimes I would pull 3 or 4 cards. Sometimes I would ask a specific question, right? And then pull the cards. Sometimes I wouldn't ask a question and just let the cards either fly out the deck, which is called a flyer, right? When you're shuffling the card. I'm pretty sure that you've seen me, right, on my YouTube videos, and sometimes I say, okay, can I get a card? Can I get a message now, please? And then you've seen, right, a flyer come out. Let's see if a flyer wants to come out. It depends, right? Let's see. A jumper also, right? So we have jumpers and we have flyers. There we go. And ones that fall. Two of Autumn, right? Which is the Two of Pentacles. So look at this. Two of Autumn. So this is bringing fun into everything you do. Juggling priorities, right? Being pulled in your energy, being pulled and investing your energy in more than one direction. And the Lovers, right? Which is number 6. Balance, harmony, right? This is the energy of Gemini. This is true love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. So this is someone who's trying to balance, right? Things in their life. Especially a deep loving connection with someone. So that would be considered a jumper or a flyer. All right, so we went through what's motivating you, or what's your reason for wanting to start your tarot journey, right? How to connect with your first deck, right? What were some of the first questions you asked, and how to create a journal, right? So, again, this is just a video to briefly bring some awareness for anyone who's ready to start that tarot journey. As you see, 2 years later, I've made a lot of videos. I've seen a lot of messages, a lot of spreads, because I've pulled out many times. But I've also come to the conclusion where you don't need a tarot reading every single day of your life, right? At some point, you probably don't need a reading, I mean, maybe once a week, right? If you have a very busy lifestyle, if you have a lot of things going on in your life, but after a while, you'll get to a point where you will intuitively know how to tap in, right? Using your intuition, trusting yourself, how to make the right choices for you because you weigh out the odds. Tarot, again, is there for some guidance and support. It is a tool, but it's not something that you should be using every single day, because that is a little obsessive, to be honest. It can be. In the beginning, you want to do it. Probably every day, you're going to want that desire to like pull a card every day, pull a few cards for yourself. But then remember, there are messages that are coming out there for you that you need to take some time, right? To kind of understand, break it down, right? To see what resonates, see what doesn't resonate. Because remember, some of this energy might not be happening right now. It could be a little energy that was previously around you, currently like around you, or energy that you are kind of like moving into, all right? So just know that. Also, have fun with it, right? It's not like there's a certain rule and a way of being, because again, you're tapping into your own intuition. Plus, you also can do this, do readings for friends, colleagues, right? Anyone who also is a tarot enthusiast, right? Who believes in the art, in the craft, and is open to you, right? Tapping into their energy. So, thank you for watching this video, everyone. Remember, it's me, Jose Alfredo Ra. Follow me on TikTok. Just check out the About section. And I will see you all soon. Love ya. Bye.